What's up, everybody? It's your boy, BusyBlu, and we are back for another, whether you like it or not, and you do, panel. The award-nominated panel with amazing YouTube panelists, book writers, teachers, nurses, vegans, people in the military, and then amazing individuals like myself. Make sure that you like, you comment, subscribe. We are excited to be here tonight and get into the mess that was Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, and we're ready to talk about black and everything else. So let me bring up the panelists. Hey, what's going on, Yocrates? We got Really BTV, Scotty by Nature TV. It's Simply Sakina. And last but not least, giving you the real tea. Hey, everyone, and we have special guest Jasmine with y'all tonight. She is not available for any payment from the stream. We'll just go to Yocrates. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Did everybody have off today?
No.
You had to work?
Mm-hmm.
This Memorial Day, everybody had to work?
Off. No,
yeah, I was off today.
I was off.
I was off too. T, you had off?
We can't hear you.
You are on mute.
I was at dialysis.
Oh, and you eating Kentucky Fried Chicken? I've been on that all day.
Girl, this was from Saturday.
No, wait. So we just well, if we're starting the panel off shady,
it's not shady. I wanted Kentucky Fried Chicken too.
Oh.
That's what I was saying.
oh, okay. Because I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Busy had the day off, and we still starting late. Like I don't even know. I don't know how the fuck that worked.
I mean, honest, it wasn't really that late.
It really wasn't that late.
2 minutes late.
And I like to be courteous of the panelists. We're talent, and I know sometimes it gets a little bit difficult. You got to finish your makeup. You're trying to get your drinks, or getting your water, your little snacks, or whatever. And as talent, I know how difficult it can be sometimes. So if some of the talent is a little late or running behind, I work with the talent. We do a hard day's work, and then we got to come on this computer. I'm gonna give a little grace. Some of us aren't like that.
Okay, if that's what you got to tell yourself, because I'm always here 15 minutes early. Ain't that right?
True.
Ain't that right?
That is true. He was here. He was here when I logged on. He was here as soon as I logged on. But it's good to see all of you. The countdown begins. I want to say, everybody, put your B's in the comments for Dami Wonderful. Wonderful. Can't wait to see what Porsha has to say about Angela and Phaedra keeping tabs on her hot box and being confessional gangsters, but faking her face. I'm happy Shamia is getting her next week. Now, I saw a clip, and it looks like, Scotty, I saw a tweet of yours that's getting run up. Shamia did give Angela the boop boop. She gave her a little 1-2 real quick. Put your B's in the comments for that. And then also put your B's in the comments for Jasmine Webster. Happy Sunday, y'all. It's Monday, Jasmine. You got to do that one again. You got to do that one again, Jasmine.
Maybe she's trying to turn back time, okay? She's trying to manifest another day off of work. Leave her alone.
Turn it back, Jasmine.
And I'm with her. Listen, I'm with her. We can go back to. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you.
Turn it back, Jasmine. It's busy. It's stalling what I'm stalling for. There's nothing to stall for. Okay, we're going to rate this one. Put in the comments, you all, and then I'm going to ask you all on a scale of 1 to 10. So I had 2 ratings when I did my review. The first one I said was a 7.8. Then I changed my rating to an 8.2 because once I went through the review, I was like, they really did give us something. I got a good amount of story and some drama. I only fell asleep during when Porsha was with Sway. Outside of that, I really liked the episode. What about y'all? What y'all give it?
I actually give it an 8.5. Actually, I enjoyed the episode.
Yeah,
I give it an 8.
I give it an 8.5 as well. I did enjoy the episode.
Yeah, the season is good, regardless of the social media discourse that's going on with it. It's a
no,
good
it is.
season.
It's a good. I think it's a good season.
We got a lot of 8s. What you give it, y'all?
A 5.
A 5?
You are hard judge.
Can you elaborate a little bit why you get so low?
Because that's what they get.
Okay, somebody said, nah, the Kelli scenes was a snooze. I didn't think the Kelli scenes was a snooze.
Kelli scenes was a snooze.
They was.
I didn't think. I didn't think it was either.
What didn't you like about him, T?
Because if Kelly whole thing is she ain't got nothing to film unless she got them gals with her, so she just gonna argue and pick with Porsha, I'm bored.
You know what? I
I'm
got
bored.
something to lighten you up. Come back, T.
I ain't the only one
You had
that
to
left
leave
up
too,
there.
guy. Everybody had to leave. Oh God, we're trying to give a show here. Come on, to exactly tweets of the week. There he is. T will come back on. Yes, it was too much on Kelly this episode. Sorry, not sorry. You know what? I'm gonna say it may have been too much on Kelly today, but I felt like she had something to give us. Now, I'm sorry.
Because other than that, I ain't learned nothing from Kelly other than she paid $140 for a plain white t-shirt that she turned into a jersey dress. What did she give?
We learned a little bit more about this. I even felt bad for her. It seemed like the stress was piling up on her.
Busy, don't piss me off. Okay. I was already ready to drop kick your ass when I was listening to you earlier.
Oh, you're gonna get a lot of that today. Okay, y'all. So speaking of Kelly, since she was kind of the main event, let's go to let's go to the first tweet of the week. Give me 1 second here. So Kelly wrote on X, they continuously move the goalpost for me when it comes to me. And this person wrote, well, as a viewer, I think it's two things. One, the original Kelly versus Porsha beef was based on you asking her about her marriage to Simon. Then you gagged that she had a disdain for you. Secondly, it seems that you're only on her because she's the last peach holding that. What do y'all think?
That second part, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, that second part is no, because I think that the reason why she's on her is simply because of the fact that at the beginning of the season, Porsha pretty much accused her of fucking a married man at the very beginning.
Right.
But it is kind of confusing because in that same scene, they act like they wanted to be friends or whatever. But I just think that when it comes down to Kelly, as I've stated before, many times already, I ain't really on like the Kelly hate train like that, and I'm also not on the love train either. But I do think that if she would have just, I think she's standing on it now, but I think if she would just keep the same energy throughout, it wouldn't be as confusing, because I think that's the problem. Because it's like, at first it was kind of like people were saying that she was a confessional gangster and she wouldn't say none of that shit to Porsha face. And now she's saying it to Porsha face. So it's like, you know
what? That's true, because she was like that, and now she's upfront. She's saying it to her in her face, putting glasses in her face.
She had to get drunk to do it. Not impressed. Not impressed. I will cuss Porsha ass out just getting off the dialysis. I don't need no liquor courage to do it.
I mean,
not impressed. Next.
Shout out to Joyce Belcher, who says Kelly is going to be delivering magnums weekly for some screen time. I was like, why she give her daughter these big ass condoms? But yes, put your bees in the comments, Joyce. Thank you so much, Joyce, for keeping this raggedy show afloat. Okay, y'all. Next week, since Kelly was the main event, who y'all think Kelly was sleeping with out of the pastors? I mean, yes, out of the pastors. People are doing deep dives into who Kelly may be sleeping with, and it is one of Phaedra Park's clients. Now, there was a lot of banter going around that said that they knew exactly who it was, but somebody pulled up all the pastors that Phaedra knows.
Maybe
there's another pastor in question.
I don't know all them pastors to even go that far. I'm gonna let the social media investigators figure that out and just.
I just feel like if they're not gonna say who it is, or if they're not gonna put it on the table,
Why playground?
Why keep bringing it up? It's the same. It's the same. Pretty much. I'm gonna say it. I don't care who don't agree with it, but it's the same thing we've been saying about K. Michelle. If she's not gonna put it on the table, then don't bring it up at all. The same goes for Porsha and Phaedra. If y'all not gonna put it on the table, stop making innuendos, because it comes across like y'all just making up shit. Just say it. Just put it out there. That's all I'm saying. That goes for anybody on this cast. If I can say it about K, then I'm gonna say it about them too. If you're gonna put it on the floor,
I agree with you, Scotty. I agree. Dropping little tidbits, all you're doing is putting an innuendo out there, and now you got the whole internet trying to figure out who it is. And even if you're right, I still think it's fucked up for it to be put out there in that way. You know, but I agree with you, Scotty.
And they keep saying, well, we don't want to disrespect the family. Okay, so if you don't want to disrespect it, why bring it up at all then?
Especially, we'll talk about you.
So who is it, Tink Tink?
Yeah, somebody said that they already figured it out. So who is it? Put your bees in the comments for peace to mayo. They said they already figured it out.
A lot of people are sending.
Wait, but T, why you asking Kelly? Why don't we ask Porsha, since she's the one that brought this to us?
Kelly, the one that laid down with the man. So Tink Tink.
We don't know that to be
allegedly, baby.
We don't know it to be a fact.
Child back.
Now, what if Porsha? Listen. What if Phaedra was the one that told Porsha, deja vu, a la Candy tried to take you in the dungeon? What if it was Phaedra that gave her that tea all along?
It wouldn't be
shocked.
I can't see that. What did you know? What? Oh, web we weave. Because oh my God, here she go with the chips again. It's been so long. Put the chips away, bully. Put the chips away, Burgundy. Okay, but. That is a nasty web we weave, because she could have just told her my client slept with such and such, and not thinking that Porsha was gonna bring it up. And now she brought it up, and she's like, "Don't tell it."
Perhaps
it wouldn't be a surprise to me. They do stuff like that, so it wouldn't be no surprise.
They do stuff like that.
But I'm trying not to hold them to what they've done in the past.
Please, they show their character.
But when we do that, it sometimes make people feel like we're just hell-bent on hating them, when that's not necessarily the case. The only thing that we can go by is what you've already done. So if you've already done this already, then of course we're gonna believe it because you did it before. So
that's true.
Not Joel Osteen. I said Pastor John Gray.
But see,
that's what a lot of people are saying.
But see, this is the reason why they shouldn't even be saying nothing at all if they're not going to put it on Front Street, because now you're putting folks in it that might not even be in it.
Well, listen, let's be clear. John Gray been cheating on Abatur since they got married. So,
but see, I don't know nothing about him.
I'm quick to believe that.
I don't know nothing about him. I don't know about some pastors.
And I mean, he right up Kelly Alley. I mean, y'all remembered her ex-husband in that.
That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Now, I want to give y'all dogs a little bit of a bone or make some people excited. So I got a tweet that was on the opposite direction of what I felt. It says here, so the first one in the bottom says, K. Michelle is clearly suffering from site paranoia and high anxiety because she's harping on things I don't think Porsha would have even brought up. These things are also not interesting, even if brought up to the group. Kay, we know so much about you that we wouldn't care. And this person retweeted saying, it's obvious this season Porsha planned to get back at Kelly for last season. From what I've seen from this season so far, I don't think any of the girls were looking to have an issue with K. Michelle. She literally let her paranoia and insecurities expose her own damn tea.
I can agree with that.
I can agree with both.
I can agree with that.
Porsha was gonna set her up. I don't care what nobody said, and that's the end of it.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that, but I can also say that there is, like, when she say somebody, I feel like the fact that she keeps saying somebody told her is coming across to me like if someone did tell her that it wasn't one of the girls in the group, it was somebody in production, if that happened. because she keeps saying someone told me. You know, I can't break the fourth wall. So someone told me. But even if they did tell her, they didn't do nothing but light up her damn insecurities and make her start showing her ass. So, but either
which is what I said they want,
making her look crazy. Yeah, that's what because I feel like at the end of the day, I really feel like, let's just say that production did do this, right? Because we don't know, right? So let's say they did do it because they brought her to the show thinking she finna give K Michelle from Love and Hip Hop, and she was sitting up being reserved the entire time, and they was like, this bitch ain't doing enough. We got to put something in her ear so she can go off.
Put a battery in her back, yeah.
Put a battery in her back so she can let loose. And that's probably what happened. But even if it did happen, she's still handling it all wrong, and there's really no way to make sense of any of it at all.
See, and I disagree.
Because you know what, and this is why I'm saying this, right? Because I felt the same way about Kiana last season. I felt like Kiana would have a point, but it would come across like she didn't have a point because it wouldn't land.
I agree with that.
I get what you're trying to say, but you're not saying it in a way that makes sense. So here it's like I can't make sense of it because it's not landing, K. It just looks like you created this out of your ass.
I'm gonna land a plane. Hopefully, I can land a plane for y'all. But if he was upset during my live, maybe I won't. But hopefully, I can land a plane for y'all. All right, y'all. So let's get into the episode. Those are all the tweets. Look, and T, you didn't die. You're still here. Praise God. All right, y'all. So let's get into this episode. A sound bath, the breakdown. So we start at Nana's Chicken and Waffles, and it looks like Kelli is meeting with her mother and her grandmother. It looks like her mother is the one who kind of takes care of the entire business.
I like her
She's saying that, me too. She was saying that the business is running a little slow today, and there's just a lot of stuff that needs to be done, and a lot of people need to be trained. Kelli was saying how much she appreciates her mother for going and doing all of this work for her because she's going through a lot right now. Her mother said, I wouldn't even want to be in your shoes. They said that the McDonough location is doing really well, but the Sandy Springs location kind of really is falling. And she said normally when she opened up a location, it breaks even and it does well. So it was kind of crazy that this one isn't doing well. They also talk about her Tom Ford white dress. She starts crying about her finances. It's $140. She starts to cry about her finances and everything that's going on. She was saying that her ex-husband owes over $50K in child support. She's dealing with so much debt on her own, and she's being behind, and she just has a lot to figure out. She's saying that it's affecting her mental, and she's just getting up every day to try her best. Her Nana was like, you just got to trust in on God. God got you, and you're going to be okay. Don't worry about it. And then she was saying, but it's also affecting the kids because now I can't film with my children. And this halt that we made, of a decision that we made to do all of this stuff, it's affecting my life. And she knows that her ex-husband just wants her to depend on him, and she's ready to live her own life and do her own thing. She's even dating. She has a new man named Jarvis. That's an alias. And they've been dating for almost a year, and he brings her a lot of joy, and she's ready to move on to the next place in her life. What y'all got for this scene?
Well, first of all, I was laughing at the first picture of the second picture that you had. I'm like, you could have got a better steal of the grandmama.
Look at her.
You got a better
Go
steal
ahead, Granny.
grandmama.
Shout out to Nana.
I am probably one of the few up here that actually likes to hear about what they're actually like going through, but it does raise questions for me, right? Last season, she was spending all this. Damn, Tammy just said it before I could say it, but she was spending all this money, giving her daughter like 17 bags for being 17 years old. All this different stuff, like basically splurging on her daughter and stuff like that. But it's like, were you going through money issues when you were doing all that extra shit, or did it just happen? Or was it one of those situations where you really didn't have the money like that at all and you just wanted to floss for the TV?
I think it could be. Could it be both? I feel like she was flossing for the TV. It's her first season. She wanted to impress. Mm-hmm. But then also during that first season, all of these. Remember, he's suing the network, so he's suing her job. He's going back and forth to court with her. And he still owes back child support. Now he's creating stipulations on how she can even work with the job that he's suing. She had to try to take and buy the business back, so then that costs more money to try to buy the business back so that it can all be hers. Now I'm getting the business back on her name. She has all these debts that she acquired not being under his thumb. He went down to the news station, started putting their children on the news, and she's probably paying like attorneys to try to see how she can safeguard this. I'm sure there's a lot more money she's spending now than she was before when she was just like, me and my ex are going through a divorce. Because now that man putting her through hell, and it's at a cost to her pockets.
That's what you get when you go out and marry these damn silverbacks. And you don't really love the motherfucker. That's exactly what y'all get. Y'all gonna learn. You gonna pay on the front end or the back end.
Well, we can't necessarily blame it on the looks because you could be a fine motherfucker and go through the same thing.
She married that man because he has some damn money. It ain't for the looks.
I didn't disagree with you saying that she married him for money. I'm saying looks ain't really got nothing to do with it. You could deal with that with a fine man and marry him for the money too, and still go through the same thing. That's all.
I'd rather go through it with a fine nigga. Okay, not a silverback in a baggy suit.
I'm not going through it at all.
Yeah, I want to find niggas to screw me over. Find niggas only screw. All my scamming.
I'm just saying, like, why get pretty privileged to get shitted on?
Like, we do it all the time. We
do not
do this for no ugly nigga.
No, we do not.
Okay,
Burgundy.
Speak for yourself, bitch, because I don't.
So I agree with what Scotty is saying. I said the same thing on my review. I was like, all that money you were spending last season, were you flossing? And if you weren't flossing, what changed from last season to this season? I know the lawsuit and all that good stuff, but your husband, and I'm not saying he's right, y'all. I'm not saying he's all right. But one of the things that your husband said in his lawsuit was he had gotten a loan to do renovations and to help open up that other location. And one of the things he's doing, he's accusing Kelly of spending the money on personal things, on luxury items, on trips and stuff like that. And again, I'm not saying that he's right and Kelly's wrong, but it just makes me wonder, is there some validity to what he's saying about how Kelly mismanages the business funds? Because it just seems interesting. And I mean, the location hasn't even been open up that long. Like, y'all are doing that bad that soon with a name. Like, people have been waiting for you to open up this location. We have been talking about it. Like, we've been ready. And it's just interesting. That's just interesting to me because I'm with Scotty. What changed? Like, were you spending money you really didn't have last year? Or, you know, what really went down?
More than likely.
Wasn't this the same man who said he was going to kill her in court?
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to give validity to him. Unless
if you read the lawsuit, if you read his lawsuit, I'm not going to excuse his behavior in court. But if you read his lawsuit,
he should be angry.
If what he's saying is true, I mean, that's just his version of the story. But what he said was that he got the loans, the money was in the account, Kelly took money out of the account, mismanaged the money, and then she like sued him because what he ended up doing was taking the rest of the money out of the account to stop her. This is his version of the story. He moved the money to a different account to stop her from being able to spend it and having access to it. And then she sued him and was like, he stole the money from me. And he was like, technically I did, but I didn't, because I was trying to protect the money that was left because she was taking trips and all this other stuff. So if his version of the story is true, I understand his anger. It's like, you suing me for the money that he was saying I got those loans. He said Kelly didn't get those loans.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not saying that his version of the story is true. And again, I'm certainly not defending his behavior of him threatening her and all of that. I'm certainly not defending that. But I don't know. As far as Kelly being able to film, if I got to hear her tell one more time that she can't film with her kids, girl, you are not the first reality person that can't film with their kids, and you won't be the last. Yeah, you've had a whole boyfriend over here for a year, and this is the first we're hearing about it.
Thank you.
And I understand if you don't want to be on camera, that's fine. But you ain't talked about him. You and Shamia didn't have no girl time. Y'all didn't kiki, like none of that.
And was it? I can believe what the husband's saying to be true, because wasn't she even doing frivolous shit with that ugly ass dog of hers? Won't she talk about something she was doing?
The dog giving the dog massages and shit.
Yeah, like Kelly, it was just too much. It was just way too much, girl.
No, Gail, he said the money was in a business account. He took the money out the business account and moved it to stop her from spending it. He said it was in a business account. We read through the whole lawsuit on my channel, child.
Yeah, go back to her channel. She has it.
She always has some lawsuits on her channel.
Yes. I will say that I actually understand her frustration of not being able to film with the kids, especially because a lot of her story outside of the, the restaurant is kind of centered around her life with her husband and like what's going on with them mentally. How's it going? Like you can't. I talked about it on my video. Did she have a charity for her daughter who goes through something? She can't even do that this year, or unless her daughter's not going to be there. I guess she can raise the money without filming her children, but she has that charity that or the cause that she brought up for all of us. So I think that her not being able to film with her daughter, one's already away. The only ones that are by her are her two children, and she's going through that. They have to see her mom go through that. We still have to try to see her be a good mother. I think it's great that we get a chance to see a little bit of her, because we're not seeing any family life from any of these other hoes.
I mean, this is the first time we meeting the grandmama and the mama. Your whole business is named after these women. We didn't meet them all last season. Like,
I thought we
I
did
just feel like there are a lot
season.
of things that Kelly can tap into. And if I got to hear her talk about not being able to film with her kids again, girl.
I agree with you, really, B. There are so many other things that Kelly can give and that Kelly can talk about. Girl, we get it. We totally get it. We understand it. But we know you the mama. We know all of that. There are other things that you can give us. Give it to us, child. Because you sit here arguing with Porsha. I'm over it.
That's true. Anything else for the scene? Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Get the likes up. Hype me up, y'all. Anything else for the scene? All right, y'all. Let's go to the next scene. So the next scene, you got K. Michelle and Dr. K. Stain casting. K. Stain. Dr. Caston, she's going to get dental work done. I see the appeal in them. So he's talking about how much he cares about her and the family. And he says that her family and friends, they make the worst patients, but he wants her to like really get herself together and like really staying strong. She talks about how Dallas was just too much and she was trying to be calm. She was saying that the group just has a weird dynamic and she was the only one who was really trying to be level-headed. They also give a flashback where she gets a chance to go to talk to to Phaedra and Kelly at Pottery. And she told them, I thought it was you, Phaedra, you, Phaedra, Drew, and Porsha trying to plot and scheme against me. Phaedra said, I knew about the black stuff, but I don't know about anything else. So if there is a scheme, or a plot, I don't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about it. I'm not a part of it. And she says, I don't know what to call it. That doesn't mean that it didn't happen, but I didn't know anything about it. Kay says she likes Phaedra because Phaedra knows when to back down, and that turns her on. What do you have for this thing?
That was so... Girl, please, Kay. Please.
So what y'all got for this scene?
It's, to be honest, nothing really happened in that scene. All we seen is that she was just sitting at the doctor getting ready to get her teeth redone again, and we just saw that the dental assistant was pretty, and she said, "Oh, you couldn't be his dental assistant, even though she's okay with him fucking other broads unless he's paying their bills." So, that's it.
See what I took from this scene? It was Phaedra, you a lying asshole as always. She said, I knew about the black thing, but I didn't know about the other thing. So you know that people plotting? Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Was someone else had those sentiments on Twitter last night? Somebody else said.
Somebody said, well, so what did Phaedra mean?
Could it be she was there when the whole black thing happened and that's what she's talking about?
It could be both.
Now that they was plotting to bring up black old ashy ass. Like y'all give a black way too much.
No, she said I knew about the black situation. I didn't know about the other one.
Too much. Like, and she brought up black, not Drew.
Yeah. I don't think that
she learned about the plot, and I got your number, Phaedra. Just like she said, Phaedra admitted herself. I knew about the black thing. I didn't know about the other thing. So what's the black thing? Like Tiffany said, what did Porsha mean? What's the black thing?
I kind of perceived it as she already knew that there was an issue pertaining to black.
How could she know if Drew's like, I didn't know anything about that? There was no issue.
Dallas.
So did she know about it before?
Honestly, I don't give a fuck about this shit no more, to the point where like,
I want to know when she knew about it.
When everybody else
did. Meant it. I mean, I don't think she meant it like that. I'm with Sakina. I think she just meant it as, I knew there was an issue with black, but I don't know about anything else. That's how I took it.
She knew the scheme, and I'm on to you, Phaedra. I'm on to you.
There ain't no damn scheme.
It is. Shout out to Peace Mateo, says it's got to be the D because it ain't his. I think he's a little cutie pie. I like the doctor, the dentist.
He just could be pulled up a little better.
Yeah, because he look real ordinary.
He just look like he just be throwing shit on. Like, I don't even like
very
his
much
haircut.
so.
Oh God! All right, y'all. Here we go to the next scene. I really do like Phaedra's hair like this, but I like when she has her color hair. So we get to the next scene. It's Angela, Drew, Porsha, and Phaedra.
The plastic 4.
I hated it. This so they all have small talk. Angela's getting ready to go to a party.
Did you call her the Little Mermaid?
Who?
Who?
You said a plastic 4.
No, I said the plastic 4.
Oh, I thought you said a plastic 4. You know, on the Little Mermaid, she was using a 4.
I was calling
that. Was clever. That was clever.
I was calling it plastic 4.
So they sit down. They have small talk. Angela says she's going to a pageant. Phaedra says she had just came home from a flight. Porsha says she was resting because Dallas was just too much. And this is when we learn that Phaedra is having a sound bath party. Hold on. We learned that Phaedra's having a sound bath party. She says she's trying to get to the bottom of everything. Then she turns and she says that she went out to do pottery with K. Michelle, and K. Michelle said that she feels like it's Porsha and Drew that has something to do with the plot against her. She conveniently left her name out. And then she says she didn't elaborate what the scheme was, but she said, yeah, I was behind it. And Drew was like, I just need some proof. What are you talking about? And Porsha says, look, she feels like all of these voices are in her head. She cared about her. She cared about her future and how she was navigating the show, and it didn't work. She feels as if K. Michelle is being childish at this point, and she's done holding her hand throughout this group. And Porsha and Phaedra feels like, look, am I the drama? And we're done with it. What do you have to say about this scene?
I do think that it was very convenient that Kay suddenly has let Phaedra get off easy compared to Drew and Porsha, all because Phaedra said that she doesn't know anything about it, and because she's supposedly supposed to be scared of Kay. Like, let's be real. When you confront somebody about something scandalous or whatever, 9 times out of 10, shit, really 10 times out of 10, the bitch ain't gonna keep it funky with you. So it's like, you confronting this situation does not mean that Phaedra is being truthful, even though I don't really think that I don't think that they're plotting okay. I just truly feel like that. I could be wrong. And again, I'm very aware of Phaedra and Porsha's antics. I just don't think that. And I feel like Kay is very selective in who she wants to beef with. She's so inconsistent with these beefs, from what's being portrayed on the show, what she's saying in her confessional, what she's saying on Twitter versus what she's saying in interviews. Girl, you're doing too motherfucking much, and none of the stories are sinking. It's all over the fucking place. It's a web.
I agree.
I agree. The only thing I took away from this scene was Drew and JoJo is not here for me to mess with him, but Drew is so happy to be part of the clique. She don't know what to do with herself. She was so happy sitting at that table with Porsha and them, like, oh my gosh, like, girls, like, I'm finally here. Because, you know, she been on the outskirts since she got on this show. And she's so happy to finally be a part of the crowd and be at that table with them. As far as the conversation, honestly, I didn't get a lot out of it either. I feel like they were just sort of regurgitating how they already felt. I do feel like she is backing up off of Phaedra and giving Phaedra a lot of a lot of grace, and she's still focused on Porsha and Drew. And again, if she brings some receipts, I'll be the first one to say, damn, I was wrong. She was right. They was plotting on her the whole time. But I just don't see.
That's the only way to get people. That could be the only thing that could get people to be on her side if she does. But if she doesn't have anything to back up what she's saying, then it's still a myth.
But she's not. It's a lot of people that are team K because they like, well, Porsha's a liar. Why all of a sudden are we believing Porsha? And the thing is this, for me, it's not that I'm necessarily believing Porsha. Do I think Porsha has the capacity to do what she's saying? I absolutely do. I think Porsha has the capacity to be shiesty and dirty and grimy and a liar and all of those things. It's just in this situation, I'm not necessarily like, we can even go back to the oysters. Cynthia ordered the damn oysters. So is Cynthia part of the conspiracy now? It's
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of layers to this. So
it's like, for me, I'm still pretty much, because I've already made that clear from the very beginning. Like, none of this, whatever she does on the show, is not going to make me dislike her at all. So that's
right. I still love K. Michelle with you.
Yeah. So in hindsight, when it comes down to her as a person, her being on the show, I'm Team K. But in this particular situation, there's no team to be on because you don't know what's true. You don't know what ain't true. All we got is what we take from the situation. And what we take from it is, it's either true or it's either this some shit you made up. There's no receipts there. And I'm not just going to jump on a bandwagon and just say, well, since Porsha lied in the past and made up that Marvin and, you know, the dungeon and all this other shit, then that means that she did it. Now, will I say that she not above doing it? Absolutely. She's not above doing it. But you got to give me something to really make me believe that she did it. Because right now it's looking like you just picking a fight for no reason. And I'm not going to sit up here and try to make sense of the shit. Love her to death, but I'm not going to sit here and try to make sense out of something that don't make sense.
I don't know. The context clues are like really painting the picture for me, but you don't know who to believe. I definitely don't believe Porsha. So in some way, shape, or form, there's some there. We don't know what it is because K. Michelle got it in her damn head. But I'm just not saying that Porsha's not a part of something. Also, I had a question really being, I don't know if I didn't watch your whole review about this, but at one point you were feeling some way about Angela and you know how she was getting cozy or buddy to Porsha and Drew. Did you feel like this scene was weird now that she's all buddy with Porsha, who said she was gonna sleep with her man?
I don't know whose review you're talking about because I didn't say nothing about that in my review.
No, I said I didn't. I don't remember your review. I was asking if you had. I remember earlier in the season you were like, I feel like Angela is trying to protect Porsha or she's being friends with her.
I said that.
That sounds like something along the lines of something that I probably said because I am the one who said this entire foursome is fake.
I don't like this foursome.
And I feel like it's fake. I feel like it's fake because, and I get it, and I know somebody probably gonna say, well, you know, on this show they fight about things, they get past it. You know, a lot of times we don't like it when they hold grudges or whatever. But the thing is, it's not really about holding grudges for me. It just don't feel genuine to me. Like that's my issue with it. Like, and people can like, you know, because I know T said it last night and somebody in the comments said it too. You can find them more. To me, it's not about them being more entertaining than the other group because that's really objective. Not objective, subjective. If you feel like they're more entertaining than the other group, then that's absolutely okay. That's not my argument. My argument with it is that I don't think it's genuine and I think that it's fake. It's given alliance. The same way people say that Shamia Kelly and all the rest of the girls that got an alliance, this right here is a fucking alliance too.
Oh, is that what y'all talking about? I'm sorry. I kind of like zoned out a little bit.
As we should, because this table is boring. Name what this table has going on.
I didn't.
Did you have an edible tonight, Sakina?
No, I'm just kind of irritable and trying to get it.
Sorry.
It's not that serious. But thank you.
Come here.
Well, everybody's like, I always say everybody's allowed to have an off day.
Yeah, that's why. But I'm checking on my boo. That's all.
Yeah,
no.
I'm good. I'm just shaking it off, child. But I was like, I kind of missed whatever the question was.
Oh no, I was just basically saying why I feel like that particular group is the plastic four, because I feel like it's
well,
not.
They are plastic, child.
I feel like it's not genuine. I think it's more of an alliance than anything. Because
what do these four have going on? Name their stories.
Yeah.
We all mad at Shamia. We mad at Kelli. Pinky, she all right with a whole lot of people. But name what these people got going on at the table right now. Name their stories.
That's true. I will say the other group has solid, straightforward storylines, whereas we have yet, and I don't know why this is, but we have yet to see Drew in a solo. Like, is she not allowed to film in the house? I don't keep up with too much outside of the show these days. So if she's not allowed to film in the house, y'all let me know. But we ain't seen her in that house. We ain't seen her with her kids. We have not seen Drew. Like, girl, you follow up with your music or something. Like, we really ain't seen too much of Drew outside of group settings.
She ain't talking about that man in the basement. Where's the man in the basement?
But that is another thing. Yeah, I feel like
yeah, Scotty. What's up with the man in the basement, Scotty?
Where your man at, Scotty?
My man is in Cascade.
My friend seen the other day. This week.
But let's be clear. Other than Pinky, them other ones really ain't got that much either. And K Michelle.
Pinky, Kelli, K Michelle,
it ain't as if they got a whole lot going on.
Yeah, they way more than those four.
Yeah, they do. I feel like they all have. We just seen Shamia talking about the surrogacy.
Chabu.
The surrogacy office. I mean, we seen that last year. What'd you say?
Chabu, we seen that. I'm sick of talking.
Yeah, but now we haven't seen it with one egg left. We got last man standing.
That really made me hot with him, that he wasn't even there for that, and she had to go through that with Tink Tink.
We ain't
there
yet.
I don't feel like shit like that is fair.
That's okay. I agree. But they have way more going on than those four. Phaedra has nothing
going on. I disagree.
Do they have more going on than Phaedra?
Everybody, a cockroach got more going on. Be clear.
Cynthia had a storyline. She was even selling her own bottle of alcohol more than Phaedra.
Cynthia got more of a storyline than Phaedra, and she don't even have a peach.
And it's about time Scent do. So, shout out to Scent. Why wasn't she here this episode? Well, she was
there, but she left early. But
she was there, but Cynthia said she had shit to do. She had to catch a flight.
Yeah, but it's that's just
remember
how
she's a friend of. She can come and go as she please, child.
True.
Yeah, but that's just how I feel about it. Like, I get that people want to talk about likability, but that's not my argument. Like, y'all can't, when I say it, y'all can't just throw in, well, they're more likable. That ain't what I'm talking about. I just feel like the group is not real. It's plastic. It's fake to me. Like, they're not for real to me. Like, when I see them in a scene, like that whole little scene right there, I saw so many people going up for that scene on Twitter, and I'm just like,
that scene didn't give me nothing. I mean,
right.
To each his own. I don't, but then again, I just find myself on, like, I don't know. I just feel like, because I just feel like certain people get praised for doing the bare minimum, and I'm just not gonna hop on the bandwagon with that. That's just me, though. It's more than likability for me. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel about the whole situation. But I mean, if y'all like it, I don't love it, but if you like it, that's fine. They are fake as fuck to me. They are fake as hell.
Anything else about that scene, y'all? You have anything to add? Okay, we're gonna move on to the next scene. Porsha's daughter says she wanted a lizard, so she said, "I'm about to bring anacondas to the house," because that's a great way to start. So we have Porsha. She brings over an animal guy, so that he can show some snakes and stuff to the babies. They talk about the gala. Porsha says that Mike's really wants her, but he wants children, which is a deal breaker for her, because she doesn't want to have children. So she's very confused on who she wants to be with. Speaking of Mike, he brought a mariachi band over to the house. And while the mariachi band was there, Dennis, right on cue, also decides to come and show up to the house, which was really awkward and weird. After that, they started talking about Sway, and she was saying how much she liked Sway, and Sway started calling her and wanted to be with her. And Porsha was like, she doesn't know what to do, but she's a serial monogamist, and she likes to be locked. She doesn't know who she's choosing. She wants her sister's egg. And that was pretty much the scene. Outside of that, I just wanted to make sure that we showcase the Quadir.
Didn't care about none of that other than Quadir. Didn't care about none of it.
All I gotta say is I think that Sway doesn't realize that she's an experiment.
Right. That's what's sad.
Like I
don't like the way she doing Sway either, Scotty.
Yeah, I don't think she realizes that she's an experiment. I'm not saying that Porsha, because I feel like Porsha is one of those girls, and I feel like Porsha is one of those girls that love dick so much, but when she want to have a little bit of a side dish, she want to go and get a pussy ate by another woman. That's just how I feel. I feel like
I agree.
Perfect. That's
yeah,
the way to describe that. I had a friend just like that.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think she likes to be in relationships with men, but I think she likes to sleep with women. I don't really think she wants to be in a relationship with a woman. Now, I know that they're out, we see them all the time now and, on pictures and stuff, but I just feel like Sway is an experiment. You know what I mean?
The same thing like Ming Lee and Tai Young. You remember we were saying that about them doing Basketball Wives.
Y'all didn't think that was real?
No.
I didn't think it was real.
No.
I felt like Ming wasn't for real when it came down. I think Ty was for real, but Ming wasn't for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I just, that's because speaking from experience, I've been an experiment for somebody before, but the thing is, I knew not to catch no feelings though.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm here for. I'm here for you to explore yourself and see what you really like. And once you realize, this ain't for you, okay, bye-bye.
Well, at least you were like a willing participant and knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, because you can't get your heart broken that way.
Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Y'all fine. This is what I was going to say. The way I feel about that scene is, first of all, I feel like this is a fake forced scene. It was really uncomfortable because it just felt like Porsha was just trying to get it all in there. First of all, who you talking about, Mike? He flew out to Dallas. You were so happy to see him. Everything was cool, but you ghosted him. You ghosted him to the point where he sent a fucking mariachi band to your house. And just as the mariachi band is mariachiing, here come Dennis, who never drops by. Now all of a sudden, Dennis is so concerned with what you got going on because he lived right down the street, and he just happened to pop up while the cameras were there, getting all of this shit on camera. And I was like, I'm gonna tell you what I think had happened. This is my opinion. I think Mike was supposed to be her bullshit storyline for the season. She paid him to be there. She paid Dennis to pretend like he was, jealous and to be who Dennis is because she knows that the fans love Dennis and his messy ass. But in the interim, she met Sway. And do I think Sway is an experiment? Probably. I don't think it's as deep for Porsha as it is for Sway. However, Porsha was like, being the reality vet that she is, Porsha was like, ding, 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 ding. Wait a minute, I can blow all this bullshit out the water. Let me bring a woman up on the show. And I think once she got Sway and she was cool with that storyline of her, coming out the closet or whatever the fuck she doing, I think she knew that storyline would just blow. And so she kicked Mike to the curb, and we don't even know why Dennis is there. And I just think I'm with you, Scotty. I don't know if Sway understand that it ain't that deep for Porsha. And one thing we learned in this episode, and I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, Porsha is just for the fucking streets. I'm sorry. I'm done. I said it.
I'm dead.
Well,
won't no lie told him.
But soon as she divorced Cordell, she was the princess of Thoughtland, and I'm just like, Yeah, no, maybe
and she been fighting ever since, honey. She been fighting ever since.
Maybe that's what she was before that. I mean, she was in the video.
Did you read the book?
Yeah. Me and Prophet are on the same page. Thank you. Hey,
look at this! Wow, this is cool.
Wasn't she in the some cut video with a cup in her hand? What it is?
She was. I'm to read her book. She was there like that before Cordell. She was like that before Cordell. I think what I'm nervous about, and I keep going back to this, because these Real Housewives psychics and palm readers and people who read bones, they always be right.
And he said a problem with a lesbian.
He said you're gonna have a big problem with a lesbian. She said a lesbian. Yeah, you're gonna have a problem with a lesbian. And I keep coming back to it. That's what they said about Porsha and the ultimate girl strip.
Y'all think Sway might be like a stalker, like when Porsha tried to break up with her?
I don't think that.
Sway don't give me that.
I don't think it's all of that, but if y'all saying that she's a practice or a test run or something like that,
don't give me all that. Sway way too suave and groovy.
Okay.
You can't.
I do not see Sway giving all that. Not
them be the main ones that be doing it. The main ones you don't see be the main ones.
I don't think that it's. I don't think that it's gonna be like stalking or anything like that. But I just feel like whatever is gonna go down, because I didn't even. This came to my mind, Busy. So it's funny that you said that, because whatever episode that was, they flashed back to Ultimate Girls Trip.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he said a problem with a lesbian, that like stayed in my mind, but I never thought to bring it up. So I think that whatever it is going to be by the hands of Sway. I'm not saying that it's going to be stalker or anything, but it's probably going to be the one that's on her ass, like something.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be able to play that game with her.
Yeah.
Right. She'll beat her girlfriend ass. I'm gonna say that too.
So, them same-sex relationships get physical.
They do, and the police don't do nothing about it. Yikes. Hopefully this is not the lesbian that man was talking about, because she is going to have a major problem with the lesbian. So be careful. That's what I'm just telling y'all what the prophet said. They told her to be careful. She's going to have a problem with the lesbian. And now we see her with one. So
Lauren, unblock me on Twitter, girl. I ain't got over it.
I still don't understand why she blocked you, though.
I don't either. I was taking up for her.
No, you didn't even say nothing really bad. I mean, the most you really said about Lauren was that every time we saw her on camera, it looked like she just woke up out the bed and came to work. That's what it looked like. That's all we ever said, you know. That ain't really that bad.
Up for her. She blocked me on Twitter.
I would have been bad.
Honestly, I wouldn't give a fuck about being blocked by Lauren.
I like Lauren. Lauren is my favorite out the both of them. That hurt my feelings.
I mean,
it did hurt his feeling, though. It did.
Shout out to Lavender Ghost. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says really B didn't cuss out Prophet. Not yet. There's still time. There's still more story. But no, they're on the same page tonight. We love to see it. All right, y'all. Anything else to that scene?
That's all.
Moving on.
I didn't say nothing mean.
What you mean?
Wait till my damn. I don't know if Tammy talking about me too. Hey girl.
Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Put your bees in the comments for all the super chat.
I would have died if he would have brought that snake up in here. I promise I would have died.
I wonder if he bringing the snake around. Now I will say he was dragging the wagon. Thank you so much for your service, Cordell.
I mean, you could bring your snake anytime, Cordell.
I'm trying to figure out where the lizard was at. Where's the lizard?
Where is the lizard?
Right, where was the lizard? Because he pulled that big ass snake out. I was like, where is the baby girl asked for a lizard? She did not ask for that shit.
And then they talk about, can you guess what's in a box? And she said lizard, and here he come with a big ass snake, scaring the girl.
Yes.
What's bigger, your snake or that snake you pulled out the box?
Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, shout out to Taylor, man. He took a lot of pictures of him for me. That's a real man right there for you. Look at him. Oh, yes, I like it.
Okay,
all right, so moving on to the next scene. You have Shamia and Kelli. They have a meeting with the new surrogate because they only have one embryo left. Okay, and so she's really nervous about it. Gerald wants her son really bad, so she's a little extreme about this. Oh, I want to hear what you have to say about this, really be. Shamia's nervous because they haven't had a conversation about what happens next if this embryo doesn't take. Are they going to adopt? Are they going to have to steal a child? We'll see next on Real Housewives.
Not steal a child.
So she says she's going through a lot. And a lot of it is weighing on her. She says that, she tried to do other things like her acting career, as we saw in the beginning. Wait, hold on. And her Drew, her husband, Gerald, was talking about it. He's told her that she did a good job, but then he went back and watched the scene and he said, I don't want you to marry. He said, I don't like you having relations with men in these scenes. So then Kelli was like, what, are you going to have to quit your acting career? She said, well, I have to respect my man's wishes. Kelli said, well, you can't give up acting, so something else is going to have to give. Outside of that, she says, well, she's going to figure it out. Then they go to the former surrogate. I don't know why they're talking to her. She's not going to take the egg. I don't know. Anyway, they go sit down. She's like, where's Gerald? Why is Gerald not here? Because he's normally here during these conversations. But what's the conversation? Why are you talking to us? They said that they had a failed transfer. But the new surrogate is ready. Everything is signed. The paperwork is done. So we're going to be good. But what if it doesn't last? Because this is the last embryo. And the former surrogate said, you could try to purchase more eggs to get more embryos. Have you thought about that? What about your sister's eggs? You want to use your sister's eggs? They said that's weird. And that's the end of the conversation. What you have to say about that scene?
As far as when it comes down to Shamia and Gerald, I really feel as though Gerald is holding Shamia back and Shamia is allowing him to hold her back. And I feel like she feels like she has to let him hold her back because he's the one with all the money. Mm-hmm. And this is the reason why when I see people on like social media and they be talking about like Shamia being on the show and they be saying shit like, girl, you got a rich husband. You need to just sit down and be at home and spend his money instead of being on this show. No, you're really putting them in the wrong. You're really giving them the worst advice by telling them to do that because we've seen this story all before. A woman sits down, marries a rich woman. Marries a rich man, and then do whatever he says. They don't have an identity. They don't have anything. I feel like Shamia just wants to have something for herself. Everything is her husband's. Let her act. She was already doing it before she met him. Let her do that. Let her sing. Let her do she wants something that's for her. And I feel like, he should allow her to have that. And then on top of that, not to mention, she's an actress. There's going to be love scenes in certain movies or something that she plays in. We already know this.
Now, I don't know what was so different about the way Scotty said it than when I said it. Because when I said that, somebody came under my comments and told me, well, this is why single people don't need to get nobody advice. But see, Scotty said the exact same shit I said. I don't hear nobody harping about that.
I don't see what was wrong with what you said.
A few bitches and when you
But I don't think he did though, because I was up in there last night, but I don't think T said anything bad. But you know what, T, should I say this?
Yeah, you can say it.
Number one, we men. Number two, we ain't married, and number three, we gay. So how the fuck we gonna tell? That's how they make it seem. Mm-hmm. How the fuck we gonna tell a woman what to do with her husband? We gay and don't know what the fuck we talking about. Go ahead, really be.
Well, they say the same thing about me, child. They be like, when you single and you don't have no kids, so whatever I try to talk about parenting. So I understand your point. This is how I feel about it. Number one, and I don't disagree. I think God bless a child that's got his own. However, I think Shamia knew exactly what she signed up for. I think Shamia knew what the expectation was. And I know Shamia knows that if she don't bring a boy into that house by hook or by crook, she know that could possibly be the end of her marriage. As far as him and her acting and stuff like that, I feel like conversations were had, and I feel like she knew exactly how Gerald felt. I think that she probably thought, well, when he sees it, he's going to understand that it's bigger than just, one love scene or whatever. He's not the first husband to have a hard time watching his woman kiss or be in bed with another man. I mean, it happens all the time. So, but I agree. I do feel like Shamia needs to find her lane but unfortunately, I think that she knew what she signed up with when she married him, and I think it was very clear what the expectation was, and he probably was like, "You can have your little habits, your little hobbies, excuse me, as long as they don't interfere with what I got going on. So you can go ahead and make your little music, you can go do your little acting roles, but I think that there was always a parameter there. That's just my opinion."
This is why I'm not for relationships like that, because like I remember dating a man who had money and he wanted me to quit my job and he invested in my YouTube. Okay, but
that part.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all only think about the money aspect, but don't think about the control that's probably gonna come with that. That's why I was like, I don't know, I don't do that. Like, that's just it. I don't really like to be dependent on nobody anyway. So it's kind of like, for me, I would never want no relationship like that where someone tells me I need to quit my job or I need to do this and let me take care of you, because that's going to come with stipulations. You're going to feel like, because
it's definitely going to come with stipulations. But I think she signed off on that. I think
she did. She did, obviously she did, and I hope she didn't think that he was gonna change his mind like he Keisha Cole, because that wasn't gonna happen. He knew what he wanted, and she knew it too. But this is just the price you pay when you decide to marry into something like that. So,
baby, you just never find out for myself. Shit.
Yeah, so give him the number, Scott, if you're okay with that. Then we'll figure out if we can.
Well, we don't play the fucking each other's men.
No, absolutely not. No
Porsches in the room.
We ain't Porsche. No
Porsches. No Porsches in the room. I will say, because we don't know of her life outside. Before she was on television, it looked like they had a good and happy marriage. Now she could have been unhappy, who knows? And she's been able to do her project still. She was still hosting gigs. She was still doing her stuff on the radio. She was doing stuff with Candy. She had a singing career several times. I think Carrie Hilson, I just saw an interview with her. She said she was in a group with Shamia. So she's still been pursuing her things. It's just now in front of us. I think what could get scary is that one of the things that she thought she wasn't going to have a problem with was fertility. And I think what's weird is that they didn't have more discussions after they had to have a baby through surrogacy and saying, okay, so if we run out of eggs or embryos, we need to have a plan B. I think what's nervousing me is that is it that she doesn't want to have the conversation with him? Are we prolonging this so that we will have this conversation throughout the season? Because I don't see no baby yet, and we haven't heard of anybody being pregnant. So what's plan B?
Plan B is he gonna leave her ass. That's what I took from it.
That's plan B.
That's what I took from it. And that's why I say I know I give Shamia a lot, but that shit really did hurt my feelings to see her have to go through that possibility, and she was dealing with that on her own because his ass won't there. Probably with one of his other wives to let streets tell it. But
what street said that? You made that shit up.
No, I'm saying what the street said.
You just made
I ain't made up nothing.
You just made that up.
Was it you who said he wanted a Gerald Jr. with a bow on? I hollered.
Who said that?
Was it you, Busy? Who did?
It sure was, because she do look like Gerald with a bow on.
Oh my God.
It's like Gerald with a bow on, because she said she was nervous to take one of her sister's eggs. And I was thinking, you see how that baby came out looking just like Gerald. You're not gonna have a problem with that.
Oh my God.
You're not gonna have a problem with it. Y'all put in the comments, do y'all think if she can't produce a boy that Gerald will leave her? Put in the comments, yes or no. Let me do a poll. Let me get one.
He wants a boy. I really do feel like that'll probably be so. He like, yeah, I ain't gotta have you no more.
That'll be unfortunate.
It would be.
Okay, I started a poll.
Well,
we got a lot of yeses. Absolutely, we got absolutely yes, yup. Yes. We only got a few no's. Oh, Shamia, the people said it's not in your favor, bruh. Oh no, they said heck yeah. Somebody say eventually. See, there's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile. It's her eggs, her dried up eggs. Somebody said yes. Okay, it's a lot of yeses. He'll get the second wife. The second wife is on the way. That's what they say. Well, Shamir, there's hope for you.
Not the second wife on the way.
That's what they say. Candy could have been my cast trip. Shout out to the Informed. Candy birthday could have been my cast trip. What's your cast trip? All right, y'all. Let's go to the next thing. Anything else on this one? Oh, Shamir, I'm sorry. Take one of your sister's eggs. Real quick. The next scene we have Kelly. She is talking to her daughter, going to school, and then she also says that she's making more sacrifices. The restaurant's not doing that well. She gave her daughter some magnums. Anything for this scene?
Absolutely not.
You know what? The first thing that would make my heart break was that this scene started with her off camera talking to the baby, saying, "Okay, you guys, get finished with your homework, and mommy will be back." I said, "This is what it's come to, girl. You got to talk to them through the closet. You got to talk to the little children through the door." This man has really messed up her life. She has to talk to her children from the other room so that at least the people can feel like she lives with the children. Shame. I'm with y'all.
This ain't funny.
Okay, y'all, get your homework done, please. Thank you. I'll see you in the bed.
I'm mad she made her daughter sign that bullshit contract. What was that supposed to do?
I don't know.
I'll gloss over the shit to talk about.
Are we gonna ever talk about the actual daddy? Because she included the daddy in the script.
We don't have to. Chloe gone. She grown.
Yeah, right. She 18. We could care less. Like,
we just met them last year. We literally just met them last year. We don't care.
Okay.
But I do want to know this. Why that little girl always so greasy?
I knew somebody was going to say it.
Why is that little girl always
I knew somebody
was
going to say it, and I knew that somebody was going to be T. Why did you have to say that?
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I already gave her a little bit in my shit last night, so I ain't even gonna go there. I didn't. It was a little bit.
Okay.
But I do want to know why she always looked like she done bathed in Cresco or some shit. Like, what is King Girl?
Okay, well, rather that than she be ashy. She's moisturized. Leave her alone.
Oh, that is the trend. What they call it, glass skin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
Yeah, you had your hand and your finger up.
I did, because I guess people always said that I haven't said anything. What I have to say applies to both Shamia and to Kelly. But since we're talking about Kelly, I'm going to need for her to take some accountability for what the hell she has going on in her life right now. And once she takes accountability and holds herself responsible, then maybe, just maybe, she won't be in what she's in right now. Because it's so easy to sit here, and this is coming from somebody that's doing a lot of healing. It's easy to sit here and blame somebody else for the bullshit that's in your life, but clear. Nobody told you to sit here and get married to this man, lay up with this man, have kids with this man. Nobody told you to go into these business ventures. Nobody told you to come onto this show trying to stunt. I got it. It's the Real Housewives. Even though Cynthia didn't have a whole lot of money, Cynthia was balling on the budget. So you didn't have to come doing all of what you did, knowing that you had financial woes and all this other stuff. So you can sit here and try to put it off on other people, but you're in this situation because of you. And once you own it, and then take the appropriate steps to, what you went, this is a t-shirt from the Dollar Tree. I got this from the little, beauty supply store up the street for like, $5. But no, you want to sit here and spend all this money, and that's not going to look good when you're trying to get more money out of your ex-husband, or whatever the hell he is. And then you do the same thing with Shamia, where a lot of what you have and what you may have on the horizon is because of you, because you chose this lifestyle. You know the culture of this man, yet you still are with him. You understand what may happen, but you don't want to, have the intestinal fortitude to ask the questions of, well, if this don't work, what we gonna do? You are allowing somebody to control your future. Yeah, you're being a kept woman, but here's the thing. I know some kept women where they still had a nest egg and they still had their money making passive income for them, where if Ish went left, they would still be okay. So I'm gonna need for both of them to take accountability. hold themselves responsible and make the necessary adjustments so they can get on the up and up. Because I ain't even finna hold you. I don't want to be back here next season if they're still here and it's the same shit.
Right.
You know, the courts take time. She still may be going through her divorce. No, I'm with you, y'all. I understand. All right, y'all. Anything else for that scene?
Uh-uh.
All right. Next scene up, we got two lesbians. Porsha has a date with Sway. They said they exchanged number 8 to 10 years ago. But Porsha ghosted her. Sway wanted to know, are you looking or able to think about living your life forever with a woman? And Porsha says, look, she didn't, know what she really wanted, but Sway has something that's different. It's a different attraction that she has to her, a je ne sais quoi. And they really do like each other. Sway is on Porsha's type of time, which is pretty much the LGBTQIA type of time. She says she's ready to get married, lock down, marry, have a baby now, at least in a year. But right now, Porsha says we're just dating. So let's just call it dating. Porsha says she's ready to dive in and have this relationship or whatever it can be with Sway. And because she's old enough to block out the rest of the noise. And if this is what she's going to be with, this is what she's going to be with. Sway asked her, do you have any baby daddy drama? And Porsha said, I don't even have a baby. So nothing going on over here. No baby daddy drama. He never even comes over. What you have for this scene?
Nothing.
I just want to know why Porsha's storylines don't never add up. Why you can't remember when you meet these people, how you met these people, who said what first. Why Sway said it was 10 years ago. Porsha said 10, 8, 9, 6, 4, 12. I don't know. Girl.
Just making up shit as she go.
For the streets.
That is true. And you know what? Sway does have a type of je ne sais quoi. I'm going to have to give it to Sway. Who y'all think look better, Sway or Ty?
Sway got some swag.
Ty.
Y'all think, you think Ty? Ty look like a little baby. Sway look a little more mature.
They both cute, but I'm going to go Ty.
Yeah, if I had to choose one, I'd go with Ty.
Everybody chooses Ty.
Okay.
I'm saying, I would say Sway. I'm sorry.
Y'all gonna get off my man. I'm tired of y'all.
Oh my God, Ty, please. I mean, damn, Ty. I mean,
nobody want Ty. Ty is community puss. She cute, but she on everybody reality show fucking on the next girl.
That is true.
Shit.
Someday
that's why I was
we'll be together.
No. That's why I was glad that a new lesbian has entered because we're all tired of Ty, recycle ass pussy.
And no, we not.
Speak for yourself.
But also, shout out to Ty because she cute, but
Ty is cute.
Listen, Ty be getting them.
She be pulling girls. That's why I'm like, I know some more lesbians around here now. Thank you, Sway.
It has to be some more help.
Everybody can't be
okay, Monica, I still got questions.
Boy, that is Monica's friend, child.
Yeah. Right. Drew said the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, we briefly had Morgan on Beverly Hills, even though I know y'all don't watch that show.
Somebody heard about Morgan?
No.
The only thing close to that I remember is AD from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
I don't remember AD.
Yeah.
I remember her. I remember.
Monice's old little girlfriend.
Yeah, I remember.
The white girl. And then nobody worry about her either. You talking about the niggas. The nigga.
Well, what about Melissa from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? She was cute. Melissa was cute.
I don't know. No, Melissa didn't have that swag.
Yeah, she don't. She was irritating as fuck too. Yeah. I think it's funny that her and Jocelyn still best friends. Like they dead ass best friends.
I think Sway looks better. All right, y'all. Moving to Phaedra's Health Waters event. Phaedra says she is a Reiki master, and she's been there for 3 years. She wants to bring a positive energy and bring everyone together. Cynthia showed up. Porsha comes in with her bathing suit. Oh, he didn't take pictures of that. Similar to what Phaedra wore a couple of seasons ago. Drew shows up on time. She says her time blindness is gone. Angela comes in a robe. They were just doing small talk. Give me 1 second. Let's put this fine person back on. And then you have K Michelle and Pinky. They're going to pick up Shamia. K Michelle, she says she cannot get into the pool because, like Andrew Gabor says, she got a leaky ass with an infection, so she won't be able to go inside. But she says, girl, I got to tell you about my ex named Nosh. So they talk about Nosh. And they talk about how they're still friends, and Caston doesn't care about that because he knows that they're just friends, and that he called Porsha. I mean, he called K Michelle to tell her that he's cool with Porsha, and K Michelle was like, "Oh, you should date Porsha because she's available and cool." And also, like, I already did that, and she tried to go public with me. I didn't want to do it. K Michelle said, "Well, I thought that was weird because I could have told her that I had dated him before, and he put his feet on my counter." So now she's a little upset because she's like, she's bringing me in this group and being friends with me, but she was talking to somebody that I talked to, and she didn't tell me that she was talking to them. So after when they were going to get Shamia, they all get ready to go into the pool session. The session started to do the meditation. Kelli also comes in. She looks like she is drained and down, or that she needs some liquid courage in her system. Shamia started sinking, and then that was the session. What do y'all got for this? I will say Porsha looked good. Whoever did her body, need their day such. She just looks good. Every part of it. Porsha just looks amazing. She just does.
She looked good. I mean, her body looked good, but it's like, bitch. It's like I wanted to say something about it, but at the same time, I mean, she did say come in your bathing suit. So I'm gonna let her have it.
And she came in a bathing suit. She looked good. I'm sorry she did. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy.
I mean, I'll say, like, on one hand, I am slightly getting tired of seeing across all these different reality TV shows. It seemed like it's a package deal where you see it on one, you know, you about to see it on the next several shows. You know, the whole healing and sound baths. Now, here's the Reiki stuff.
I agree.
Let me keep it a buck. Like I said, I have playlists dedicated to that. Like, I take me a spiritual bath once a week to Reiki sounds, you know, candle lit, the whole shebang. Like, it does something. But even with that, if you're going to do it, like, they should have it should have been like, hey, here's some instruction. Come with this intention. Let's talk about this. Let's release this. It could have been more to that. Again, I ain't want to tell nobody how to do their stuff. But I mean, and of course, we're watching the show for the drama. Again, I appreciate what we got. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I'm one of the people where why had to be Phaedra fake ass?
And one thing,
it's on brand.
Kimberly, you met that motherfucker off a dating show. And won't he the same one that you only used to get to casting ass? So, girl, I love Kim. Lord, I love my Kimberly. She is a Pisces like me, and she a Delta. Y'all know I love her. But Kimberly, girl, please stop it. I say, please stop it. Porsha ain't had to tell you nothing about that motherfucker that you didn't want like that. Like I said, I can understand her feelings if it was casting. Then yeah, I get that. Yeah, girl, let me know. But that nigga, girl, please.
Please, fucking please. Leave us the fuck alone. And I'm seeing stuff on Twitter about like it's no different from different reality shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, yes, it is. It's the difference because those people overlapped. The relationships overlapped. These were essentially mistresses within marriages. They didn't have no overlapping. And this is simple as that. They were not together at the same time. Who gives a fuck? That's why I was like, I needed, before when Kay was talking about it on the way there, I said, I need context. I need the timeline because that really matters. And the timeline y'all did not cross over, baby. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I'm so like Kay is getting on my fucking nerves. I'm just gonna be honest. Cut the shit and leave us out of it.
So, okay, go ahead, y'all.
I mean, I get okay. So Sakina, talking to you directly, sweetheart. I get the timeline of it all, but my question is this: if, let's say, for instance, if she had been done dating old boy for, let's just say, a year or whatever, because again, I don't keep track of when they do these damn shows and whatnot. I think her whole thing is, if you dated him, slid in DMs or whatever, at what point were you going to bring that to me, and why do I have to find out from him and not from you? Where we're
Why does
sharing
it matter?
faith?
She's married. I mean, y'all can say that all day, but why do it matter? She's married. That is her whole thing with Drew. I'm a married woman, so don't be connecting me to nobody that I ain't connected with, that ain't my husband. Why does that matter? You're married.
For me, it would only matter where it comes off as disingenuous, whereas you know something and there's because again, if we're starting this friendship, relationship, whatever it is, and you know that you are attached to somebody that I was attached to, I probably won't have a problem with it, but at least let me know where it's just like, all right, cool. Whereas I can respect you from, being a real ass motherfucker, keeping it a buck with me. Rather than now I gotta sit here and talk to my ex, and now she tell me, oh yeah, I used to fuck with so and so. Like, well, damn, when the fuck was they gonna tell me? That's kind of fucked up, you know.
What would the information do for you? You're married.
Literally.
I look. Look. I'm gonna die on that hill if I gotta die by myself.
Okay,
I promise I ain't argue with you at all. I ain't got shit to say. I ain't gonna argue.
And look, it could just be that I'm a hood dude and different values over here. Could be. I don't know.
Burgundy.
You was Burgundy.
I agree with y'all. I see both sides of this coin. I'm not saying that Porsha necessarily owed anything to Kay, but I definitely understand where Kay is coming from. Like, look, you bringing me in this friend group, you have history with somebody that I got history with. I'm not saying, I understand she's married and it does not matter, but I understand sitting in a room with kikiing with people, and it's almost like you couldn't just like hit me with it, because now you got this man calling me,
right,
giving me information that that he calling me, telling me stuff that it would have been real easy for you to just tell me. Like, girl, because let's call a thing a thing. We know that Porsha and Kim were not friends in real life. We know that she came on the show through her, just like with Fallon, just like it happens all the time. So for real, you already know the game. All you had, and nobody's saying that she owed it to K. Michelle, but I understand K. Michelle saying, you got this motherfucker calling me, he got a secret, hee ha ha. I've been smiling all up in your face, and you slept with this man. I see both sides of the coin. I'm not saying she owed it to her, but I definitely understand where K. Michelle is coming from.
I think you put it in the best way that I would have done it. You put it in the best way that I've done it. I feel like she could have just said something. It doesn't. She doesn't owe her anything, but it would have been a nice. No, we already called it.
She didn't even take him seriously. She said that. I went on that show to try to get to Casting to let him know that if you don't want me, another man do. So that already lets me know that you never took him seriously. He could call and tell you the sky's blue. Why the fuck would you even be answering the phone for that nigga? Why would he even call to tell you that? That's messy as fuck.
Yes, because
which is why she should have heard it from Porsha and not him.
I get that, but why are you're so hell-bent on not being connected to married men, yet you're kikiing on the phone with an ex? And I don't watch Queen's Court, so I was going in with nothing to really reference. Again, that's why I said timelines matter. And what also matters is we know how these dating shows go. So did y'all really date past the show? Like, what was the extent of y'all being a couple? Like, and it doesn't, you're married. You are freshly married. I would not give a fuck. And if she cared that much, I feel like why you just couldn't say, bitch, why you ain't tell me that you was fucking with my ex? It didn't have to be this whole ordeal at the damn table. Like,
right.
It's just
I think that's why she started at the beginning and was going through all the different things that made her pause. That's why she went all the way back to, well, my first seen with you was what you did with Kelli, and then boom, 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 boom. I think
mean,
that's why
technically,
she
that was
did
her
it that
second
way
thing,
to show that it wasn't just that one thing. That was just one thing out of all of the things. Now, again, I'm not saying that K. Michelle is right. I'm saying I understand where she's coming from, and that's why she was going through. Well, this happened, and then that happened, and then that happened, and then that happened. I think that's why
And
she
wait,
did that.
and can I also say, even with that, because for me, it's principle. And I'm also that person to where it's, if now I know this information and this is something that you withheld, it makes me wonder, if you can withhold this from me, is there something else?
Oh my
And
God.
and if there's nothing else, even if we continue to build this friendship, who's to say that you're not gonna withhold something else from me? Where it's already shaky, and now I'm just saying, because I'm already a skeptical person, so now I'm really, and it's like now I really have to watch you. Now I'm really skeptical, and it's, if I gotta be that way, I don't even want to fucking have this relationship with you at all. And again, I'm just saying, this is me. And again, I'm man enough and adult enough to admit that this is me, and this is something that I deal with. And that is where my mind goes to, where is, if you finna sit here and withhold or lie about something like this, what else are you capable of? And again, this being Porsha and what she's lied about before and what she has done before, the track record just ain't lining up, and it's not a good.
But who said it was a lie? What did Porsha lie about? Like, Porsha did not tell her. It won't no need to tell her.
It wasn't no need. The same way, remember how she said she didn't need to talk to Drew about Black because that's not her nigga or whatever she said when Porsha was like, maybe y'all should talk. This is not something that they need to talk about because they did not share the same nigga at the same motherfucking time. But here we are in another situation with Kay bringing up another nigga that's not her fucking husband and making it an issue with one of the fucking women. Like, let's be for real. Like, this is not, it's literally not that serious.
It's not that deep.
I mean, it's not that deep, but I understand where she's coming from at the same time, though. Because as I said in my review, speaking from my own personal experience, I know that I had become friends with someone and we did date the same guy. And when I started talking to him, and I think we may have talked to him around the same time, probably, or a little bit of or whatever. I don't know, but I know that we talked to him at the same time. And as we were getting cooler and cooler and cooler, I knew that this was a man. This man was someone that he was engaged to at one point in time, was about to marry him at one point in time. So for me, I knew that I wasn't going to feel good if I continuously been in this dude face and knowing that we talked to the same guy at one point in time. Not to say that I was talking to him while he was talking to him, but I know how that could go. So for me, I told him about it. I said, look, as we're getting closer, I'm not going, as I'm getting closer to you and we're getting cooler and stuff like this, I would rather tell you that me and you talk to the same guy. And then, he didn't care or whatever, but he thanked me for telling him or whatever.
That's how I feel. Like, just say it. I would have said it. Shout out to the super chat, Natalia. Put your piece in the comments for Natalia. Said the difference is if Kay is open with her husband about who she's dealt with in the past, him hearing about Black from Drew and not from Kay could cause problems. Hear him about Black from Drew and not from Kay could cause problems. Thank you, Natalia, for that. I'm on, I guess we have a split panel tonight. I love that for us. And shout out to Mims, who's been trying to drag us with every $1.99 he can find.
But the person
wow.
And part as Ravine goes in the comments, she was like, Kay and Porsha not close. Me and this person that I'm referring to weren't really that close either, but we were getting there, and that's why I told him.
I mean, I see both sides. I see both sides where y'all coming from, but I also I'm a person, I don't like to make a big deal out of something that is nothing. Because me and one of my friends, we end up matching with this dude on an app. And I was dealing with him at the time, and me, her, and another friend was talking about, the dudes we was fucking with at the time. And so everybody's showing pictures. And so she, mind you, this is at the start of our friendship. She was like, how long you been fucking with him? I said, we just started talking here recently or whatever. Like, it ain't nothing like that. And she was like, oh, because I matched with him on the app and she had been talking to him and all of that. I'm like, she said they didn't talk, they don't talk at the time. But I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's not my
but when I say what I'm saying, I'm not saying it's a big deal. I'm just saying that it's simply nothing wrong with wanting a person to tell you something like that. That's all I'm saying.
And I feel like if she didn't, but yeah, she did tell me. That's why I say I see both sides. But I also feel like if she did not tell me, I would not give a fuck because she wasn't fucking with him present day. There's nothing that came out of it. So it's just like, okay, I don't care. They didn't really
knowing that information does absolutely nothing for her. So
yeah,
to
and I feel like
it does not. She's sitting on a whole ordinary ass husband. It does not.
I'm gonna tell you once upon a time, and I know this is a different, I'm just giving y'all another perspective, like what Scotty was saying. I know I have friends that I used to date, we did what we did, and we are friends now. Like there's absolutely nothing romantic. They are really just friends of mine. And I remember one time a guy that I was dating was like, don't have me in no room with no nigga you fuck. Like, let me know. Like, and it wasn't even a situation where he was like, I got an issue with it. He was like, just let me know what I'm walking into. And it's not so much like you said, T, it ain't like it wasn't like he was going, but it's like, just let me know. Don't have me all kikiing and smiling up in some dude's face and he done seen you naked. Like, let me know. And I think that's all it was.
And also because people changing, you don't know how they're gonna try to flip the story.
And that's my whole point. I'd rather hear it from you than to hear it from the messy ass nigga.
But you don't know how they're gonna flip that story up. You heard from me. I digged them down 2 years ago.
I feel that too because I had another situation. Like y'all bringing up shit that I be forgetting about. But my ex was like doing this rap collab with this nigga, and I'm like, I used to talk to this nigga like when I used to work at a warehouse. It's just so ghetto. But I used to talk to him. Now, we really ain't do nothing like that. But I was like, I just want you to know, I used to talk to him back in the day.
And that's okay, Michelle.
I have enough.
Just let a nigga know.
Somebody that. Like, I get what y'all saying, but also I just feel like they did not know each other. And that's the thing that's really sticking to me. There was no overlap. They didn't know each other. Porsha didn't owe her any loyalty. Mm-hmm. So for Kay finding that out, I wouldn't feel like, oh my gosh, like this bitch is a backstabber. She done like I would just be like, oh, bitch, why you ain't tell me you was fucking with him? We y'all was fucking with each other. Like it could have been something so light, it could have just really been something so light. I get what y'all saying. Because I am the girl who's going to tell, obviously. But I just feel like it just
if I'm married. Girl, I don't give a damn.
And another thing too that people keep on saying to me is that, well, it's different because a person was married or a person was in a relationship. For me, it's the same thing to me, whether it was a marriage or just a regular relationship or you were dating or you were fucking. It's the same thing, just different titles.
Yeah. And let's address this because, yes, that was another thing that I seen circulating on Twitter. Y'all have to remember the storyline goes, Emily's being thrown a party because she's getting over her nigga or in efforts to get over her nigga. Okay. Here comes Yandy, messy ass, with Kimbella and invites an unwanted guest to a party. The guest, the third party or whatever the fuck you want to call her, comes in and says, oh, I was fucking with your nigga while you were pregnant with your son.
Oh, that's different. Right. That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
And she got ass whooped for
you need to get your ass whooped.
And she should have.
Shout out to Chrissy. Y'all know she was.
Y'all can never make me hate Chrissy for jumping on that bitch. Like
I love Chrissy. I love me some fucking Chrissy.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
I don't care. Fuck Chrissy.
That was
you don't know her. Shut the fuck up. You don't know
we
her.
Neighbors at this point.
Oh God, probably.
They might still be together. That doesn't matter. It's the fact that Kimbella was out of order. She didn't read the room, and I don't know why she felt the need to tell that woman about that, especially during that time. Like you telling her in front of everybody, y'all don't know each other. That was out of order. Mm-hmm. And also with the Tammy and Evelyn thing. Again, Evelyn was fucking with Kenny while Tammy was married to him. These scenarios are totally different from what we're talking
about. Yeah, those are different. I agree. Those are not the same.
But this is but that's basically what I just said because somebody brought up the Tammy and Evelyn thing, and I used that as an example, but they kept on trying to fry me for using it as an example because somebody was married. Like I just said, yes, it's the same thing, but a different scenario. It's the same exact thing. It's you fucking on somebody that's with somebody else. It's just that this time this person got a title on it and that other person didn't have a title on it. It's the same shit to me, you know. Because they're married is more important, I guess.
We skipped ahead a little bit, so I'm just gonna go back real quick because the conversation started with Porsha. K. Michelle trying to have a kumbaya or come to Jesus with Porsha and basically let her know, I knew about the plot. You, Phaedra, and Porsha, Drew, Phaedra, and Porsha were trying to scheme and scam against me. Porsha, she kept interrupting K. Michelle. She was like, just say you don't want to be my friends and that would be that. She's like, I'm not saying that. I'm trying to be cool, calm, and collective. And I want you to see from my vantage point. You came in shady. You said that this lady was sleeping with a married man. Then you talked about my booty leaking. And Porsha continues to interrupt her. I felt like during the scene, K. Michelle was just trying to point out her grievances. And also the reason why I'm looking at you sideways is because when we get to the group, you start to bring out people's mess and you act a little crazy. So this is why I'm looking at like, oh, you know what? This rumor could be true about you because I've seen you in action. And I've seen you in person. That's the only thing I felt like K. Michelle was trying to say. And Porsha kept deflecting. Just say you don't want to be my friend. I was trying to be a good friend to you. And K was like, girl, I'm trying to tell you why I saw you this way. Nobody's saying anything about friendships. What did y'all think about that before we get to her turning on to Drew?
Well, that was the most coherent she was by trying to explain it. I mean, she could have explained it just like that last episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you was going to give all that energy to Drew, you should have gave all that energy to Porsha since she did all these things.
But see, at the same time, even though I agree with you, T, the same could be said for Porsha. K. Michelle coming at you with some bullshit and you not giving her this energy that you're giving Kelly.
No. I think she is, though. But Kelly gave her that energy.
No, I said no. You're not. No. You're not getting what I'm saying. I'm saying that K. Michelle is not giving Drew the energy that she should be giving to Porsha.
Right.
But I feel like when it all boils down to it, Kelly should not be the only one getting no energy. She should be giving some energy to K. Michelle too.
I
don't know if she should be giving all of that though.
I think Porsha was giving her that. Porsha, to me, I felt Porsha so much in this scene. Really, I feel like me and Porsha's energy, we've been here with this whole K bullshit because it's just like, girl, like speak up or forever hold your fucking peace. And I feel like where Porsha was coming from, like her energy towards K was just like, girl, you're too fucking sensitive for me. Like I just don't have it to give you anymore because it's just always something with me. But I will say, I felt exactly where Kay was coming from. With Kay breaking it down and explaining it thoroughly to Porsha why she felt the way that she feels, I felt like Porsha could have handled that totally different because it did make sense. Why Kay is feeling I met up with you and Kelly, you put her on blast. Then the next thing you did the hospital thing. Then I get to Dallas and I'm hearing this. I could understand. I like the way that she laid it out, timeline, all that stuff. Okay, that was perfect. I'm here with you. I agree. Porsha, you was a little too amped up. You got on defense mode. But
yes, she was defensive. She was
defensive.
Which makes me wonder.
But I'm not even gonna hold her to that because I think it's just annoying because here we are again, yet another meetup with Kay where she has an issue. Porsha already thought that they moved forward with the whole miscarriage thing. And then here it is again. You talking about some people plotting and planning, but you're not saying what it is. And I'm really trying to handle you with kid gloves and be supportive of you because I brought you into this group. And if it's me, tell me, oh, I don't want to talk about it right now. But then you go outside and say exactly who it is. And then it's just like nobody has time for those type of games.
Right.
Okay, you got to be straight up. You have to be straight up. This is you're.
Are you giving her advice, Sakita? Because you don't like people giving advice over here.
That was a one-time thing.
Oh, it's because y'all Pisces. Oh, okay.
No, it ain't even that.
Yeah, it's some business.
You gotta be upfront with the shit. And I feel like Porsha was just kind of like over, like she not necessarily trying to fight with her. And I feel like the energy that Porsha gave Kelli was because they've been going back and forth. They've been going back and forth. It's just like, bitch, I don't have time.
Right.
That's true. Then we get to the Drew thing. So I'm going to end the poll. The poll was, should Porsha have told K. Michelle about Nas? We got 48% who said who cares. 192 votes. 48% said who cares. 30% said yes, and 21% said no. So now we go to the next scene where Porsha was like, okay, so there's just a couple of things clearly that K. Michelle is seeing against you, Porsha. And Phaedra, K. Michelle said, no, it's the 4 things because black. So Drew starts to huff and puff. And K was like, why do you even care? Drew said, you're the one who keeps bringing it up to me. There was like, I don't even know how you knew black or that you knew black. And Drew said, you the one who keeps bringing his name up. You need to keep his name out of your mouth. K. Michelle said, I do whatever I want to do with my mouth, and I'll say whatever I want to say. You don't tell me anything. So then they both start talking about how they both don't know each other. And Drew said, clearly you do know me because you're going down my resume. And K. Michelle said, so it's because you ain't got one. And then they're going back and forth. And Drew's telling her, clearly you don't fit in. It's getting spicy for you. So go and yodel away. And K. Michelle said, I'll yodel all up in your ass. And Drew was like, oh, you're just nasty. And that was the end of that. Anything about that fight? I'm going to put a poll in. Who y'all think won, K. Michelle or Drew? What y'all think about that?
Well, to me, nobody won it because I feel like it was. I mean, I know that Drew kind of jumped into the conversation, but she jumped into the conversation because black was being brought up again. So that's the reason why she jumped into the conversation. And I just feel like it wasn't warranted.
Well, I mean, I think she jumped in because we know Drew has nothing going on. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I mean, I see what you're saying, Scotty, but given how this was going, I felt like she needed to jump in to say something almost to like kind of get her go, pull her whole card, and now it's boom, she's activated. So now I have a scene because other than that, what we got from Drew? Oh, Drew, you're on time.
No. We're not gonna play this game, Yocrates. We're not.
Okay.
Not your whole
Yocrates. We're not gonna do this because it's not a situation where Drew was just
that's my Chi-Town sister. I think I can do that. Yeah.
You can do that, but you can't do that because Kay was about to direct her energy towards Drew. That's why Drew was like, oh my gosh, like here we go. And then Kay wanted, why do you care? How dare you try to gaslight me talking about why the fuck do I care when you the one who keep bringing it up and bringing me the bullshit? Like, what are we? Bitch, don't play them games with me. Kay was playing a whole lot of games and giving a whole lot of energy to Drew that was unnecessary. Because regardless of Drew saying, oh my gosh, or not, she was going to go from that side of the table to this side of the table. Because this is the 4th problem. Like, how many times
she was going to address everybody?
How many times are we going to bring this up, baby?
Right.
What are we talking about? I'm not fucking this man. Well, I don't know if she is or not. Neither one of y'all fucking this man allegedly. Why is it still a topic? How long have we been talking about this man? We on episode 8, baby. This is okay.
Okay, simply bully. Okay, simply bully. It's okay.
I mean, but it's the truth though. Why else would she bring up black? It was gonna direct the Drew. And Drew said, girl, just stop saying his damn name.
Please.
I say what I want.
Because I'm tired of hearing about black ass too. I really am. Y'all done gave black too much air.
Well, you gonna keep hearing about him long as Drew on this show. Drew gonna bring him up. So
but even if
Kimberly the one that's been bringing him up.
No, I'm not. Y'all taking my words out of context. What
I know, but Drew bringing him up is simply because of her own personal storyline.
That's what I'm saying. What I mean is, y'all sick of hearing black name, but we're gonna keep hearing this name no matter who brings them up. Because
that's the only thing that Drew got.
I'm tired of hearing about black in the capacity of K.
Right.
Okay.
Like
well,
I'm
okay,
tired
well,
of
just
hearing that.
explain it that way then.
Right.
Because I can't. I'm the type of person, if I don't give a fuck, and if it's like, if I'm not making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And I would have been really, I'm telling you, I really would have been like Porsha and Drew, like, shut the fuck up. What are we talking about? This doesn't have anything to do with anything about what we're really doing. This situation is so minute. It's so pointless. Like, what are we here? What are we here with? Like, I can't do it.
Shout out to Italia. She's also tired of hearing Black. She says, I don't want to hear Drew say shit about Black no more. She did everything to pretend that she didn't know him and that they're not dating. They said, what did Drew do exactly to Kay? Nothing. It was all behind the scenes. M loved Black always. It was behind the scenes. We never got a chance. Somebody called her. Something happened.
So how do you know it's something behind the scenes if we ain't never seen it?
What was done? Can I just say this? I think people. I just explained myself just a minute ago. I think y'all are taking what I said out of context. I'm aware that Kay is the one that keeps bringing them up, but when they said, but Sakina and T actually explained it better. When they said, I'm tired of hearing Black's name, all I said was, well, long as that's Drew's storyline, you're going to hear his name, whether it's Kay or Drew bringing it up. That's what I was saying.
Scotty, people who desire to understand what you're saying. It ain't on
Pretty
Some
much.
people just want to argue. Don't.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I just, because that's not what I was saying.
We know what you were saying, boo.
Not Black carrying the season on his back.
Sure is.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, get that nigga
damn. So we kind of already talked about this. They bring up the she goes back to Porsha. They talk about the Nas situation, whether she should have told, whether she didn't tell, and they're just done with it. We have the argument. Porsha says she's done with K Michelle. She's tired of her. She ain't gonna bring it up anymore. And K Michelle says, look, she just thought it would have been a courtesy to tell. They don't squash it, but Phaedra says we're moving on. She says, you know what we have established here. And Kelli pipes in and she says that Porsha has fucked every Nigerian in Atlanta. And Porsha turns around. She said, excuse me, no, you. Oh, excuse me. Let me get these screenshots up. She says, no, you have effed everybody in Atlanta, and you definitely effed that married man on the plane. Kelli puts her glass up and she says, deal with it. So that they break each other up because they start to fight. Porsha was saying, don't put a drink in my face. You definitely effed that married man on the plane. You effed that married preacher, and now you mad at me. And Phaedra, you know exactly who we're talking about, and you know who he is.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's so funny that she telling her not to put a drink in her face, and she had her fingers all in her face before the damn drink got in her face.
Yeah.
Like, girl, that's the thing with Porsha. Porsha be killing me with this shit. She tells so don't you put that drink in my face. Girl, you put your whole finger in that lady's face several times before she put that glass in your damn face. It's the same situation, just like with the King and shit. She couldn't stand that King pointed that scepter in her face, and that was a big trigger for her. Then on the damn boat, she was the one putting her fingers in Cynthia's face, and Cynthia grabbed her arm and she tried to straddle Cynthia. Cynthia Kaya kicked her ass. Then with Marlo, she was waving that thing in her face, and when Marlo grabbed it out of her hand, she wanted to fight. She always doing stuff like that. It's Jesus.
But aside from that, now she fucked him on the plane. I thought you said it was in the hotel room, and then you texted them.
Now you know Porsha lied.
Like which one? Like Porsha, if you gon' come up here with a lie, at least remember what the fuck you said and go on with that lie. Like what is key, girl? And when did the man end up being the damn preacher?
Like it's coming out more and more and more.
And what preacher said, oh my God, I just got done fucking Kelly. What preacher says that?
Y'all know pastors is trifling too. But
they are.
Was he a pilot too? She said.
She said he's
he wasn't a stewardess.
That's the internet. The internet. She didn't say. She said he wasn't a stewardess. When she said,
shout out to everybody who's watching the video. We have 602 people here. I think it's my first time going to 600.
The video. I could have sworn Porsha was the one who said the man was a preacher.
I thought she did. Porsha said he was a preacher, and Porsha said he wasn't the stewardess. I'm saying the people the internet think they figured out who he is, and one of the people that they think they figured out is a pilot.
Is a pilot.
He's a pastor, but he also has a pilot's license.
Oh, well, we need to figure it out then. So we got two crucial information here. Pastor.
They keep putting his name in the chat. They've been saying his name, and they've been putting his name in the chat.
But my thing is this: what flight was it? Was it a private? What?
Child, and they said it was at the BET Awards. Don't they film the BET Awards in Atlanta?
No,
No.
LA. Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad. It is LA. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
You got it mixed up with the hip hop awards. They filmed there.
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
I doubt it's Pastor Keon. I don't think it's
another guy. Put his name in the chat right there. Put Sean Loving Life. She put the name in the chat. That's who they keep saying it is.
What, did he have a reality show?
That's how they said the connection, because that Phaedra, the connection, child, Millie Chan did a whole video on it, child, breaking it down.
She sure did. I need to go and watch my friend.
Shout out to Reba. She said, ain't it Shawnee's husband?
No,
it's not Shawnee's
They wanted to be Shawnee's husband.
Shawnee has been, let me, shut up, really, B, shut up.
He a scammer, but I don't think he a cheater.
Not he a scammer.
Well, I heard that he'd be looking for Dennis more than he'd be looking for Porsha, but that's another conversation.
Ooh.
That's what the people. I heard that too.
Shut your mouth.
You heard that too, Busy?
I heard that too.
Okay, you heard that too. Mm-hmm.
Really, big talking about some be quiet. Well, I heard it. You swear they don't be trying to be messy.
I was trying not to be, but it came out anyway. The same way Porsha let it spill that he was a pastor. She knew what she was doing.
She knew exactly what she was doing. That married pastor. Next time we're going to get to what the name start with. But my whole thing is this, T. We can't have it both ways. Either she lying or Kelly did sleep with someone. We have to pick a side.
What you mean?
Because if we're going to say, well, her story keep changing, so it's probably not the truth. But then we're trying to investigate who Kelly slept with. We can't. If we don't believe that, if her story keeps changing and we think she's lying, then Kelly probably never slept with anyone.
But I think the reason why T's saying that is because there's people out there that's researching and looking him up and trying to find out who it is.
True.
I, for one, don't believe it because it just seems like it's a made up ass story, like because it keeps changing. Yeah. So I don't know.
If it ain't Kelly, you got some explaining to do, Tink Tink.
She does. I also feel like this is a part of me is like, what, Kelly, why are you so mad over this? But I would be mad too if I just introduced Jarvis to the world and I said I've been with him for a year.
Yeah, but I'd be
for a year, and now I'm on a TV show where you're saying I done slept with somebody on a plane, on a train, back in the hotel, and I've been saying I'm with this man.
Girl, we don't even care. We don't even know that nigga real or not. He won't even come up here and show his face. Okay,
we heard him.
It's giving Phaedra from damn Married to Medicine, where all we saw was his arm. Like, girl, until you see that man, he don't exist. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
I'm sick of y'all coming up here with these incognito ass men.
But my thing is, even if it's true, Porsha, why the fuck are you so vested?
No, she's trying to get her back. She's basically trying to get her back for calling her out about fucking Simon.
She did that one time.
I get it, but it's not going to change the fact that Porsha, you for the streets and you done fucked half of Atlanta.
That's also not fair. She did it one time. Kelly brought it up one time. She said that you husband.
She did do it one time, Busy. I don't care about Kelly doing it. I actually preferred that she did it because nobody else gonna do it. So I don't have a problem with her asking.
Yeah, I understand what you just telling us what it is. I understand what you're saying.
I don't have a problem with asking, but you know that is the biggest reason as to why she's coming at Kelly with the married man shit, because she feels like, well, if you out here calling me out for fucking married men, well, bitch, you fucked a married man. That's basically what she's doing.
I bust out laughing until he said that. Like, I bust out laughing. But I felt like Kelly was just like, y'all made it true. Why you keep trying to bring shit up already?
Thank you. That was another thing that's really all that I was trying to say in my point. Like, y'all said that y'all was gonna dead the shit and you won't gonna bring it up no more. And for the most part, she been leaving you alone. And so now you want to come up here and do all of this fool la la, and if Porsha decide to kick you in your pussy, then it just is what it is, and I ain't gonna have nothing to say to Porsha.
To be honest, I don't even. This might be just me just being an asshole, but I honestly don't give a fuck about Kelly giving it to Porsha because Porsha did the same thing to Drew all last season. I don't care.
She did.
I was getting ready to say, not only that, but let's just go ahead and be honest. Last season, at the beginning of last season, sorry y'all, I was greasing my scalp. At the beginning of last season, when we knew Porsha was coming back, all of us. Whether we said it on the panel or just private conversations amongst each other, all of us were like, so is she going to talk about Simon? Is she going to talk? Because that's how she left the show. Mm-hmm. She left the show in the whole controversy of her messing around with Simon and Fallon or whatever. So Kelly bringing it up, all Kelly was doing, like Scotty just said, all Kelly did was say what the rest of us wanted to fucking hear. And then, Porsha, you didn't make it any better when you was twerking around when y'all was in Nashville talking about you fuck Charles. So, right. Porsha, you can't really be mad at people for feeling how they feel about you because you keep doing things to perpetuate the storylines. And then we find out this episode that you done slept with somebody Phaedra done dated, you done slept with somebody Michelle done dated. Girl, you are for the fucking streets.
Well, Atlanta is small.
Atlanta is not motherfucking small. No, the fucking ain't.
Atlanta is small.
No, the fucking ain't. Atlanta is not small.
No,
it ain't. No, it ain't.
No, what? No, though. I think what he means by that is like those social circles that they run in is small.
That don't mean you gotta sleep your way through them. That don't mean you gotta sleep your way through them.
So I mean, it don't shock me that something that she, but for it to always be Porsha though, it
is crazy that she's getting around.
Of leg separation of Porsha, exactly.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask Scotty a question. And Scotty, my question to you is: so, in the event that Kelly did, in fact, have relations with this person, do you think the song played in the background was K. Michelle Pay My Bills?
Man.
I wouldn't be
Michelle
surprised.
got a song called Pay My Bills?
It's on the first album.
Yeah, she said, "I'ma fuck you like I'm trying to
pay bills."
I got her first album. I don't know why.
I guess that gives context to why she said her husband can't pay nobody bills.
Georgia Power,
probably
cable bills,
around,
babysitter, tonight,
right?
All right,
and that's one of my favorite songs off that album is "Pay My Bills."
I like her first album.
I like her first album. How about her first album?
Shut up, Really B.
All right, y'all. So that was the episode. We're going to see what happens on the next one. It looks like they're going to have some sort of a fight. And then we also know there was a sneak peek that Angela and Shamia started rapping. So it looks like there's still more things to come from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I thought it was a really, 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 really good episode. Before we get out of here, let's talk about who the MVP was of the night. So put it into the comments. Who do you think showed out or was the best on the episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta? And then we're going to talk amongst ourselves and say it. So who was the MVP? Put it in the comments now. All right, we're gonna start with you, Yocrates. It was Quadir. We're gonna start with you,
So before I give my MVP, Scotty, what season did Phaedra come on? What was it? Season 5, maybe 4?
3.
Oh, it was 3? Okay. Y'all remember the blow up mattress? Yeah, that blow up mattress made a guest appearance last night, so that's my MVP.
Oh my god!
You took mine. That was my MVP with Shamia's mattress with the hole in it.
Yeah.
You took mine.
Man.
Look, gotta find another one.
Now I gotta think of another one real quick.
Y'all crazy.
My MVP is Angela and Pinky eating their food through that fight, trying to figure out if it was organic or not.
It tastes so
Baby,
the two of them
was gonna eat. The two of them was gonna eat that food, child. they didn't break stride. Do you hear me?
They did not.
Kelly's wine glass. That's a good one. Kelly's wine glass.
T, who's yours?
Porsha's bathing suit.
She did look good in it.
That ass is too big. Oh.
Unlike y'all motherfuckers who like to give MVPs to material things, I'm gonna say Drew again.
Why?
Drew again for me because again she ain't backing down from Kay. She's not letting Kay walk all over her with the bullshit. And yeah, I feel like Drew is really shutting Kay down with her responses. Like, not necessarily shutting her down, like putting her on mute, but like, yeah, bitch, I'm bringing this up because you keep bringing it up. Like,
I think so. Damn, said all the Nigerians in Atlanta are the MVP.
Not all the Nigerians in Atlanta.
Cue the Carisha song again.
Where all my Scotty, who's yours?
Kate Michelle's new teeth that she was finna get.
Oh God!
I said, speaking of that, girl, what's next? Because now you're not about to have no teeth. She's about to be missing teeth, like.
But I think those are the veneer, the like people with veneers. I think they have to go back and get them done. I don't know how many years it takes, for them to go back and get them all redone and shit. Because I think. I don't know how they do veneers. I think they do them differently than how my teeth were done. Because I don't know.
That's a lot of teeth being shaved down.
I don't want to keep doing procedures over and over. You got to get your breasts redone and all
this
stuff.
Okay, but if she wants to be Mrs. Potato Head, let her do it. If she wants to be let her do
I think with veneers, I don't know with veneers if they shave your teeth down or anything like that, or they just.
They do.
I don't know what they do because I know with my teeth, all they shaved down was the bottom, so the tops can bite down correctly is what they did, but
not the tops biting.
You know what I'm trying to say. And plus they were drilled in my mouth too, so I don't know if veneers are the same.
Yeah,
that's just a lot of work.
Like shave them down to like little V's. They be like,
you like a vampire.
My nails.
My MVP was outside of the Snake Man, because I really did love the snake. But what was his name? Quadir. I did like Quadir. It was good to see him on my screen. Show him bringing a little bit other animals. Porsha, if you can. I think that my MVP was Kelly. As much as we give Kelly so much flack, she was in most of the scenes, and we got a lot of her story. Now, with stuff that y'all already heard, y'all were bored with, but we ain't getting shit from anybody else. So it was good to have something that wasn't drama and then seeing how she's navigating or not navigating it. So I'm going to have to give it to Kelly as my MVP. Y'all heard something? All right, y'all. Before we get out of here, let's go through the panel and talk about what we all got going on. We about to go in the summertime. So y'all probably gearing up for some new content or doing some new things. Let's start with you, y'all. What you got going on?
Remarks complete.
I knew he was going to say that.
No, I feel like we haven't been getting that though.
Yeah, but I just had the feeling in my spirit that he was going to say that.
I mean, hopefully I'll have an update. Okay, so I told y'all last Monday I did the interview. I heard through the grapevine that, I set the tone, all that stuff. And they asked me for my references Friday.
Okay.
At the earliest, I should hear something this week, maybe next week. I don't know. But again, once I get this new job, I'll be in my sophomore era, and then I can go back to actually giving y'all a little bit of content here and there. We shall see.
I feel that. You got to focus. Yeah.
Yeah. I do be watching your old reviews, though. Your Love and Hip Hop reviews. Oh, my God.
Oh, hell. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, because Love and Hip Hop is done now, and
it's become nostalgic already.
And that's probably early. So that's probably when I was stationed in Korea. No filter. Yeah.
Oh, they were hilarious.
Yeah.
That's the y'all that I know.
That's the one we want back.
Okay, well, let's not talk about the
We talking about you tonight.
All right.
Really, B, what you got going on?
So I'm caught up on Real Housewives of Rhode Island. We did that earlier today. I'm just doing Bell Collective. I think the regular Bell Collective is coming back. Heart and Hustle. I'm doing Heart and Hustle. I'm doing Raising Canaan. It's something else that's coming on that I think starts in June as well. Y'all know I'm still doing Beyond the Gates with JB. I still do the El Teddy and I've been doing the teacher project, so get caught up on that. The last 2 weeks. We've been consistent. So get caught up on that. And I also did a video today on all the different trips that I'm doing on my travel agent side. We got cruises, we have trips to Louisville, so y'all go get caught up on that and y'all get on one of these ships with us. How about that?
Okay.
I saw that because I came in late and I was like, is she selling us a pyramid scheme? What's going on? So I gotta watch the whole video, but I did see your video about the pyramid scheme.
It's not a pyramid scheme. No, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just saying these are the trips that I'm taking. And I was like, if you want to be on my travel team,
okay. That's what I heard.
Team. But you must have came at the very end.
I came at the very end. I said, what in the Coach Stormy is this?
We have two cruises, one in February, one in August. James is doing 2 cruises, one in December and one in May. I'll be on the one in May. December, I probably won't make that one. We're going to Louisville in October for Books and Bourbon. It's a Black book festival. We did it last year. We're doing it again this year. And we are, and the Justice League will get the information on Ebby's birthday. Y'all are invited to come and celebrate Ebby's birthday with us.
Is the event that you're having in the area still open? Are you still having that? Did you promote that?
Are you coming?
Well, I'm asking you to promote it.
Answer the question.
Yeah, girl.
He's not coming.
That don't even sound like he mean it. Exactly. Yes, I am doing an event with myself and Shade in the City. We're trying to get busy to bring his ass. A couple of other content creators that live in the area will be there. It's like a meet and greet, hot topic. I'm also going to have my friend Dee Dee there, who wrote this book right here, How to Dream. So we're going to be talking about things we could do to move obstacles out of our way to achieve our dreams. She is also the curator of the book festival that we're going to in October. She's the one that does her company runs the book festival. So that's that connection right there. So the tickets are on sale. If you're in the DMV area, please come out. The tickets are on sale. Tell Busy to bring his ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna come because we're doing. I thought it was just gonna be like the book thing, and I was like, all right, I didn't read the book. It seemed like more like it was like an all women's thing. I didn't want to encroach, but if it's gonna be more,
gonna be there. Some other. It's a co-ed event.
Okay, then I'll come. It seemed like it was more like geared towards women, but I'll be there. I'll tip my little skinny ass through there.
Okay, buy a ticket. Appreciate you. Thanks.
T, what you got going on?
Love and Marriage Huntsville still. Bell Collective Birmingham, even though that's coming to a close. I am doing Heart and Hustle Houston. This show. And whatever news pops up, if I decide I want to talk about it, y'all hear from me.
Sakina with the bomb. What you got going on?
The boss had to make an appearance today because she's been tucked away for a week because it's raining in Georgia.
Every day.
Good.
Every day. Like, damn, I can't even enjoy my hair. Like, and at this point, it's starting to get a little separated and stuff. Pissing me off.
It's been raining here too.
Like every damn day.
That's why I didn't go out. I didn't go out to Pride in the Park because I was like, it's gonna be muddy. It was raining all day Saturday, and it was supposed to rain today.
I've been wearing clip-ins, and my hair has been wrapped under a scarf or a hat, and I've been putting clip-ins on just to go outside. Nonetheless, my review for Housewives is up now. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. And that's all I got you.
All right, going over to Scotty. What you got going on?
Well, I'm reviewing Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Bell Collective, Rest in peace, love and hip hop.
Hey,
Me,
Scrappy
T,
been
and
booked though.
me, huh?
Scrappy been booked though.
I
done
see.
seen that out twice, performing in Atlanta since.
I see. He should have been doing that while the show was still on, but that's another story. But
I
anyway,
seen him yesterday.
girl, a mess. Me, T, and L Teddy will be doing Divorce Sisters. We doing that. I think that's gonna come to a close this week, actually. What else is going on? So because Love and Hip Hop is done and other shows that I review is done, Chasing is done, I'll be doing other content, especially in June, because that's Black Music Month, and I want to do a lot more musical lives, music content, whatever for June, just to start it off. Not only that, my second book is about to start being edited. It should be coming out in September or October of this year, just to let y'all know that. I ain't got no actual release date, but it's definitely should be in September, October. I just talked to my publisher, Sheridan Davis, a couple of days ago. And The Scene ATL season 2 starts back filming in 3 weeks. And we have a new cast. 5 people are returning. 5 new people are added to the cast.
10 people? What is this, Atlanta?
It's 10 people with more producers, more cameramen. It's a whole new team. We're all being assigned to producers.
Yes.
Come on. The Ghetto Games of Atlanta has gone up on the budget.
Yes, honey. We are going up, honey. So season 2 of The Scene ATL will start filming in 3 weeks, honey.
Busy.
Yes. Come on. Shout out to the Ghetto Games of Atlanta. Make sure y'all catch up on season 1 of the Ghetto Games of Atlanta. Make sure y'all catch up. And for the first episode, make sure your sound is on. Put on headphones. You're going to need it for the first episode. But after that, it gets a little better. Come on, 10 people.
It does. It does.
All right, y'all.
We learned from our mistakes on last season.
And that's all you can do.
Yeah, they had a meeting, company meeting. For me, I am doing, I'm trying to do the Bell Collective Birmingham, but Stormy get on my nerves. But I think I am going to just put this last review on from the last episode. I didn't put it up. And then watch the reunion because they're going to be arguing again. I also have the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I started doing, I'm continuing to do those reviews. I do my morning meetings, which is Hot Topics, Gossip, and News. Those happen on Mondays and on Fridays, so you can just get hot topics and things I want to talk about. And if you are a member of this channel, you get to ride with me as I go to work, and I talk about just my personal life, what's going on, and you get an in-depth BusyBlu about my life and some encouragement in the community that we start. So join and be a member if you need a little bit of encouragement, if you just want to talk, hear about the gossip that's going on in my life. I think that's everything.
All I gotta say is this, Busy, because I think you said this the other day.
What's up?
But you were saying that I'm not gonna do. I think you said something about I'm not gonna do no gossip videos because they don't be watching. They need to tune, just like y'all watch his Real Housewives of Atlanta reviews. You need to tune into tune into the gossip videos too.
Oh, yes, please. I think they're fun. I appreciate that, Scotty. Join in on Mondays and on Fridays, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Mondays and Fridays is when we have Hot Topics, Gossip, and News. And we just talk about any and everything. I think it's a fun time. So I just started to get back in the algorithm. And it's something that I could just do right before work, and I don't have to think too much about it. So, yeah, join the company. It's the BusyBlu and Associates morning meeting. Come on and join. I want to shout out to everyone who gave a super chat. Thank you so much, Dami. Thank you so much, Jasmine, Joyce, Peace Mateo. Thank you, Lavender Ghost. Thank you, Hart Fletcher. Peace Mateo, we said your name already. The Inform. Thank you for dragging all of us, Mims. Thank you, Italia. Who else do we have here? Andrea. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, M Love Black and Riri Saricha 08. Thank you for all of you all. And thank you, everybody who came into this live. We got up to 602 people, or sorry, 604 people.
No, it was 5 at one point.
605, girl, give me the 5, because that's my lucky number. We'll take it. Shout out to everybody. We had fun. Next week, we will be back to the beginning again on Scotty's channel, where we're going to have more fun. We'll see you all 8:30-ish Eastern Standard Time on Scotty's channel. Until then, we have fun. Good night, everyone.